Hello friends, in this video I can tell you about the famous company, the famous brand Apple. American manufacturer of personal computers, smartphones, tablet computers, computer peripherals and computer software and one of the most recognizable brand in the world. It was the first successful personal computer company and the popularizer of the graphical user interface. Headquarters are located in Cupertino, California. Okay, let's start Greg Startup. Apple had its genius in the lifelong dream of a Stephen G. Wozniak to build his own computer, a dream that was made suddenly feasible with the arrival in 1975 of the first commercially successful microcomputer. The Altair 8800, which came as a kit and they used the recently invented microprocessor chip. Encouraged by his friends at the Homebrew Computer Club, a San Francisco Bay Area group centered around the Altair. Mosnick quickly came up with a plan for his own microcomputer. In 1976, when the Hewlett Packard Company, where Mosnick was an engineering intern, expert, no internet interest in his design, Mosnick, then 26-year-old, together a former high school classmate, 21-year-old Steve Jobs moved production operation to the Bob's family. Greg, Bob's, and Mosnick named their company Apple. For working capital, Jobs sold his Volkswagen minibus and Mosnick his programmable computer. Their first model was simply a working circuit board, but at Jobs' insistence, the 1977 version was a stand-alone machine in a custom molded plastic case. In contrast to the forbidding steel box of other early machines, this Apple II also offered a color display and other features that made Mosnick's creation the first microcomputer that appealed to the average person. Commercial success. Though he was a brash business noise whose appearance still bore trace of his hippie past, Bobs understood that in order for the company to grow, it would require professional management and substantial funding. His convinced Regis McKenna, a well known public relations specialist for the semiconductor industry, to present the company. He also secured an investment from Michael Marcola, a wealthy veteran of the Initial Corporation, who became Apple's largest shareholder and an influential member of Apple's board of directors. The company became an instant success, particularly after Mosnick invented a disk controller that allowed the addition of a low-cost floppy disk drive that made information storage and retrieval fast and reliable with room to store and manipulated data. The Apple II became the computer of choice for legions of Apache programmers, most notably in 1979, two Bostonians, Dan Bricklin and Bob Frankston, introduced the first personal computer spreadsheet VisiCal, creating what would later be known as a killer app application, a software program so useful that it people hardware sales. While VisiCal opened up the small business and consumer market for the Apple II, another important early market was primarily educational institution by a combination of aggressive discount and donation. Apple established a commanding presence among educational institutions, contributing to its platform's domains of primary school software well into the 1990s. Competition from IBM. Apple's profit and size grew at a historic rate. By 1980, the company netted over 100 millions and had more than 1,000 employees. Its public offering in December was the biggest since 1956, when the Ford Motor Company had gone public. Indeed, by the end of 1980, Apple's evaluation of nearly 2 billion was greater than Ford's. However, Apple would soon face competition from the computer industry's leading player. International Business Machines Corporation (IBM) had waited for the personal computer market to grow before introducing its own line of personal computer. The IBM PC in 1981, IBM broke with its tradition of using only proprietary hardware component and software and build a machine from readily available components, including the initial microprocessors used a disk operating system from the Microsoft Corporation, because other manufacturers could use the same hardware component that IBM used. Okay, Apple had its own plan to regain leadership, a sophisticated new generation of computer that would be dramatically easier to use. In 1979, Bobs had led a team of engineering to see the innovation and created at the California Research Center PARC. There they have shown the first manufactured graphical user interface GUI, featuring on-screen window, a pointing device known as a mouse, and the use of icon. I hope you like my video about the Apple. This is the famous brand name Apple. Its phones, its tabs, its computer is also very famous and easy and friendly use. It's famous all over the world, and its market value increased day by day. And 1954 Super